Yo, Russ fam, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another career simulation. Now, episode 1, we have to start it off with arguably the best player in the MLB right now, Mike Trout. We ended up doing his career simulation. It turned out pretty well, kind of underwhelming in a way. He didn't win as many MVPs as I would like him to, but if you guys want to know what happened, make sure to watch the last career simulation. I'm gonna be making a playlist when this video comes out, so you guys can see all of the episodes that will be coming out. So every episode that comes out of the career simulation, you guys will see it in the playlist. But yeah, today's simulation, I got requested this, and it is basically to do the career of Aaron Judge. He had one of the best seasons that I've seen in 2017 with the Yankees. I believe that was his first full season, I believe. I think he did win Rookie of the Year that year. I'm not sure. I completely forgot about it. He's at a 96 overall. He's 27 years old. He has 3 years of MLB service already at this point. So I try to figure out ways of how I can actually make this as easy as possible, but I don't think there's a way besides just kind of simulating. Make sure I have the GM contracts off, which trust me, I have the GM's contract off. There won't be any issues when it comes to that. And yeah, just kind of focus on Judge and see what happens. So without further ado, this might be a long video, so let's get straight into it. We already know how the Yankees team looks like and everything like that, so let's go ahead and go straight into it, simulate the first season and see what Aaron Judge can do. All right, so season number 1 of the episode, we go 98 and 65. We made the postseason as a wild card team, and we're gonna be facing off against the Astros in the first round of the postseason. So our wild card game is against the Astros. Who the hell would have thought about that? So we're gonna go ahead and look at Aaron Judge's stats, and wow, he has reached 99 overall in year number 1 and has an amazing bounce back season. 45 home runs, 113 RBIs, 297 average, his best average so far that he's ever hit, his best slugging percentage, his best OPS, everything was just amazing from this guy. An absolute nasty stat line there. 138 hits, which is second most in his career, and actually quite a bit of less at bats as well. So I think he might have gotten injured this season. I'm not sure, I didn't check. I kind of just simulate everything and just keep going forward. So year number 1 in the episode, he does pretty good. Let's see if he wins an MVP here. Wow, instead of Judge winning the MVP, Garrett Cole wins the MVP, but Judge does win the Hank Aaron Award, also wins the Gold Glove Award, and Garrett Cole wins the Cy Young Award. So Garrett Cole kind of just said, yeah, move out the way, Judge, let me just win this MVP real quick. And the Angels defeat the Mets in the 2020 World Series. All right, season number 2. Let's see if Judge has regressed anymore. I don't think this man's gonna regress anytime soon. He's a 99 overall, officially the max overall in the game. 28 years old, 4 years of MLB experience. Let's see how long Judge can last, man. Wow, look at this. We've actually acquired Shohei Ohtani from the Angels. I did not expect this trade to happen. We acquired Ohtani, makes this rotation just as good. We gave up Benintendi and Luis Cessa. Wow. Year number 2, we go 85 and 77, and we don't make the postseason. It's a little bit rough, man. We don't make the postseason. I don't know how the hell we don't make it. We're the freaking Yankees, apparently the best team, and we actually go down to a 97 overall. And Judge had a very poor season production wise. I think he did get injured at some point. 19 home runs, 60 RBIs, had a lot of strikeouts. He still hit 293. Slugging went down tremendously, and on-base percentage, and then his OPS as well went down a little bit. So yeah, very weird year. Pretty sure a year that Judge will want to forget about. 96 hits this season. I don't know, man. It's kind of iffy, man. So we don't make the postseason, so you guys know the deal. Year number 3, we'll see what's popping. And for a second year in a row, we do not make the postseason. So this Yankee team is starting to fall off, man. All of you Yankees fans out there, I see y'all on Twitter. I mean, can y'all explain this? You have some awards, probably gonna be some Gold Gloves. But before we check on that, Aaron Judge falls to a 92 overall. And wow, his work. What's happening with Judge now? He gets a full season, right? Has a considerable amount of hits. His most hits he's ever hit since 2017, his best season since that season. It's 22 home runs, 86 RBIs, struck out 190 times. It's 283 as well. Slugging went down further from last year. On base percentage went down, and his OPS is going down as well. So I don't know what's going on with Judge. Y'all tell me what's going on with homie, because he is not hitting or playing it to the potential that I would expect Judge to be at. And the Dodgers defeat the Astros in the 2022 World Series. Would you look at that? Judge is actually a free agent. I did not see this. He's actually a free agent, and he signs to the Minnesota Twins. Wow. So he leaves New York after those 2 horrific seasons, and he is now a part of the Minnesota Twins. So I'm gonna have to see how this is gonna work out. Probably gonna have to simulate every season with the Yankees, and then kind of just look at Judge's numbers, see what Judge does, and just kind of have to find everything manually. So that kind of sucks. All right, the Yankees don't make the postseason once again. Not like I care about this team at all. We go over to Minnesota, and Judge is still a 98 overall. He had a little bit of resurgence this season, kind of what I expected from him. Improved his numbers, same amount of RBIs. He got about 11 more home runs, 3 more walks. Significantly dropped his strikeout. Well, not significantly, but he did drop his amount of strikeouts. Still very high for a guy like him. Garrett Cole wins the Cy Young. No batting title, obviously, for this man. Tristan Casas, and then no Hank Aaron award. So, yeah, nothing for Mr. Judge this year. Hopefully next year could be his year to actually go crazy. We'll see what happens, man. I don't even think he's even considered in any of these. He's not even in the top 20 or some shit like that. Yeah, I don't even see this man in the top 20. So the Yankees do go and win. Well, they don't win the postseason, but they actually make it into the postseason for once in their lifetime. And y'all know the drill. Unfortunately, this is how it's gonna have to be. We're gonna go and look at the Twins, and Judge is back to 99 overall. Hallelujah. I don't really see any significant growth in this man's career. It's kind of been the same. I don't think he's gonna win another MVP in my honest opinion. 290. The guy is he's having a weird career, man. He's literally having a career where I think he's kind of overrated now. He's being a little bit overrated. I'm not gonna lie. Same amount of hits, same amount of freaking home runs, less RBIs, more strikeouts than last season. Average went up, which is significant, but nobody really just looks at average. We look on base, we look at slugging, OPS, all that stuff. I don't know how this is gonna fare well. He's still 99 overall, so like I said, as long as he's a 99 overall, there's a lot of significant improvements to be made here. So he's still young, 31 years old. He has about 5 years left in his contract. About 5 years left in his contract. So we'll see. Maybe he gets traded. Maybe because he's 99 overall, this isn't playing as much to his potential. We'll see though. We're gonna have to keep a close eye on where this man goes. Just like I expected, he is back at a 99 overall, and I told you guys he has a bounce back season. This is a season that we expected from Judge. Might win the MVP. I'm not sure. People are hitting cracked out and averages. It seems to favor a lot of home runs though, so hopefully he does win MVP this season. Significant improvements all around. I'm telling you guys, 12 more hits than last season, 10 more home runs, a significant amount of RBIs added, less strikeouts. Average went up to a 305, so his average is going up. Honestly, he is improving. It might not show in the production, but the average is going up. But we don't really just look at average. Like I said in the last season, he has 405 on base percentage, 618 slugging, which is his best since 2020, so congrats there, and a crazy on base plus percentage, aka OPS. He did hit 6 throughout the entirety of the league, and I don't think he even came close to home runs. Yeah, he was 4th for home runs, so I'll give him that. And he actually was 8th in RBI, so okay, he's coming back to life. That's what I like to see. Are they in the postseason? They actually are in the postseason. They are in the ALDS, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Wow, so Judge does make it to the World Series, but they end up getting defeated by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 2025 World Series. So Judge almost won the World Series. All right, the Yankees make the postseason. Not like it really matters. 88 and 76. I don't know why I keep describing them. And oh wait, no, wow, okay, so I didn't want this to happen, but it seems to me that we have swept the Minnesota Twins in the ALCS, so that would have been an incredible matchup to see. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it because I simulated like an idiot. But Judge is in the IL for 1 to 6 days with a broken forearm, goes down to a 96, and he still hit pretty well. I think this was an injury that he got in the postseason because he played a significant amount of at bats, and he's played a significant amount of games this season. So I feel like he did play a good amount. And 36 home runs, 106 RBIs. His a lot less strikeouts than from the past. I say 4 seasons. Average dipped down by 1. Still hitting pretty good. And another average season for Aaron Judge. He's creeped up on 335 home runs. Well, he's on 335 home runs. I expected more from him. I'm not gonna lie, I expected more from him, but I feel like this is not gonna be the last time we will see Judge hitting multiple or more than 30 home runs a season. He's gonna be that guy that gives you 30 home runs a season. I'd say about 80 RBIs, 90 RBIs per season. And the Yankees lost to the Mets in the 2026 World Series. God damn it. And I think what I'm gonna do this is I'm actually gonna do what I said in regards to simulating a few seasons into the future. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna simulate, I think, 2 seasons and see where Judge gets to. Still 98 overall, 34 years of age. We're gonna simulate 2 seasons. If anything significant happens, like they win the World Series or he wins MVP or anything crazy like that, we're gonna go ahead and showcase it. But as of now, you guys will see me in year 2029, which is significant, which is gonna be crazy because that is gonna be the year where he actually does reach his contract year. We don't know whether he's gonna retire or he's gonna continue playing. He's probably gonna continue playing and just accepting 1-year contracts, but we're gonna have to check it out and see what happens. So I will see you guys in the next 2 seasons where we should see if Trout stays in the MLB or decides to retire.
6.5 hours later.
This man is still hitting bomb. I'm actually really impressed with him. He is dropped down to an 82 overall now. He's 36 years old, approaching his final contract year. Well, I believe this is his final year, so we'll see what happens with Trout, whether he retires or whether he continues playing. I think he's gonna continue playing. I feel like he has more game to play, and yeah, a pretty good 3 span of the season. So in 2027, he hit 289 with 31 home runs, 92 RBIs, a 371 on base percentage. Slugging was really good, and then his OPS as well. Well, slugging was significantly worse than his past year. This was an average season for the main man Judge. Now 2028 was a season that I believe he should have won MVP. This man hit 356. 356. He played 96 games, which is kind of iffy. His average will probably be lower than that, but he had 371 at bats, less hits, but he had 42 home runs, 104 RBIs. He had a pretty low amount of strikeouts, the lowest that he's had ever. Well, not ever, but the lowest he's had in recent years. The slugging percentage, 765 and a 1.184 OPS. I mean, the guy did what he had to do. He got on base a lot, 41% of the time. He did pretty good. And then in this past season, he played 130 games, so he played pretty much almost the full season, I would say. 37 home runs, 88 RBIs. He struck out 204 times, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that is the second most he's ever struck out in a single season. He had 288, so significantly dropped his average by a lot. The on-base percentage went down a little bit. The slugging went down by about 200 points, and the OPS went down. So he had a career year, I would say, in 2028. His best season average-wise, I'm not sure if he won the MVP at that time. And the past 3 seasons, I don't think he's won anything. Yeah, I think the season where he should have won it was obviously the O'Neal Cruz one. O'Neal Cruz did win the MVP that year. The Hank Aaron Award, Acuna's running away with that one right there. And I think that's pretty much it. And then also the batting title. He didn't even win the batting title that year. Just to let you know how crazy it is that year was. He didn't even win the batting title. The Twins are not even in the postseason. So yeah, you see this. I keep saying Mike Trout. So Aaron Judge is not even in the big leagues anymore. He's a 78 overall. Dropped down a couple overalls, 37-year season, and he, I believe, is in AAA if I'm not mistaken. So I don't even know how the hell we're gonna be able to see his stats. Yeah, he's in AAA now. Unfortunately, nothing we can really do there to control. We can't bring him up or anything like that. So unfortunately for Judge, gonna have to see if whether or not he does make it back to the big leagues. But from him going to about hitting 38 or 37 home runs. For him to go all the way down to AAA, I think that's kind of harsh in a way. So this season finished. Minnesota's actually in the playoffs, but what does that matter if Aaron Judge is not in the big league roster. Yeah, this man is still in AAA. I can't even see how he hit this season. So I think this is the year that he's actually gonna retire. I don't know what he hit for. I can't really tell. I don't know why it doesn't tell you AAA or any of those stats. I mean, that's kind of dumb. You know what? I feel like we should do this. We should go ahead and offer the Twins a trade to keep him. I mean, why not? Even though we don't even want him. Okay, so we're gonna trade him for some random 21-year-old. I don't think this is a good trade, but hey, I want him to be in the Yankees so we can actually keep track and so he can actually retire as a Yankee. And you know what? I think we're gonna call him up too. I feel like this is the least that I can do for a man like Judge being with the Yankees, even though he wasn't with them for a long time. He was mostly, career-wise, he was mostly with the Twins, so I guess he'll kind of be known more as a Twins player than a Yankee player. But he is in the MLB this time, so I mean, this is spring training as well. Or no, this is after the postseason. Wow, he didn't even get picked up. Aaron Judge is a free agent. I think we're gonna give him this oh no, the roster's currently full, and I think we're in the same position with Trout where he doesn't get picked up at any time. So this season is gonna be pretty irrelevant. We're gonna go ahead and simulate this season and then just see if he makes the Hall of Fame or not. Okay, so we have simulated the entirety of the season, the whole postseason, everything. And I think this is going to be the year where he actually does retire. I'm hoping this is it. Oh wait, he's supposed to be showing up here. He didn't. I should have checked here last time. There he is. Aaron Judge finally retires. Does he make the Hall of Fame? He does not make the Hall of Fame. So Aaron Judge does retire in the year 2032. Kind of crazy that he doesn't make the Hall of Fame. Altuve made it, and Jordan Alvarez, I think that was Jordan Alvarez that made it. He doesn't make the Hall of Fame. Kind of crazy, you know. His career was kind of crazy. He had seasons where he did really good, and he just could never reach to that potential that he had in 2017. So yeah, it's gonna be it for this video, man. If you guys have any recommendations on who I should do the next career simulation with, make sure to let me know down in the comments down below if you guys enjoy, and drop a sub. That'd be very appreciated. But been your boy Ressy, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.